everyone, this is Jeannie and welcome to my channel. Colleen of MsCavalier01 and I have been talking about how we as older women, mature women, have been sometimes forgetting things and what is going on. It's a very serious subject, but sometimes we just laugh about it, you know, like she said that she poured her coffee into the sugar bowl, and you know, we all do crazy things like that. It is funny putting the milk into the cupboard or putting the thing of coffee into the refrigerator, you know, just forgetting what you were doing when you were going into another room. Well, I have all of my own theories about what's going on, and I've done some research. On another note, on a more serious note, my parents, both of my parents have dementia. They've been diagnosed with dementia, and of course you wonder, oh, am I getting dementia because my family has it? Well, I did some research on the Mayo Clinic website, and I'm not a nurse. You know, as a disclaimer, I'm not a nurse. I don't know anything about healthcare except insurance. So, you know, everything I say is just from the top of my head or from other research that I've done, and my own observations and my own theories and ideas. But my sister and I were talking about it, and she said that she did learn at one point that sometimes when you get older and you begin going through menopause and that type of thing, your hormones just aren't the same anymore, and it does cause a small diminishment in your thinking ability and your memory. But that doesn't mean we have to cater to that. That doesn't mean we have to fall for it and stay that way. So, and then what I was saying before, my parents do have dementia. That does not mean that you're going to get it because one of your relatives have it. Sometimes it does run in the family, sometimes it does not. On the website that I was reading about, it said that if you're diagnosed, if one of your family members was diagnosed before they're 60, there's a good chance that you could inherit that type of behavior. But if it's something to do with old age and living a long life, it's just the natural progression of life. You know, our brain cells start to die off a little bit, and it's just something that happens. I believe, though, that there is a scripture and I'll put it down in the description box because I can't remember exactly where it is. I should have done my research. That says that the Lord will keep your mind stable and steady. Those whose minds are stayed upon the Lord will give you, excuse me, a long life and a good sound mind. And I believe that. The other thing that I discovered in my research is if you continue to, for instance, the piano, this is why I'm trying to do my music and my piano lessons, is because if you use your brain to see the music and figure out with your mind what those notes are, and then use your hands, it's brain, eyes, and hand coordination. If you combine all of that, that keeps your mind sharp. It keeps you continually thinking. I think it's easy once you retire and you don't work anymore, and this is just my theory, you stop thinking. You know, everything is planned out for you, at least on my schedules. I have everything planned out, and I don't have meetings. I don't have to figure things out anymore. I don't have to come up with great ideas at work anymore to beat the competition. I don't have goals. My only goal here is cleaning the house, getting dinner on the table. And so many times I don't cook dinner anymore because of my husband's heart problems. We have to eat really healthily. So I don't even do that half the time. So I think when you stop working, you don't have to think as hard anymore. You don't even have to combat traffic to get, see which way is the quickest way if there's a wreck. So I think that has a lot to do with it too. We just kind of ease off in our twilight years. I guess I am in my twilight years. Anyhow, I'm planning on going down fighting. I am not going to have any of this forgetfulness. I think we need to keep our nutrition up. We need to keep drinking our green juice. We need to take our vitamins. We need to keep exercising. And we need to keep exercising our minds too. So let me check my notes and just make sure I've mentioned everything. Oh, the symptoms of dementia is when your memory loss is noticed by others. If you have difficulty remembering words, problem solving, difficulty completing complex tasks, if you have difficulty planning and organizing. So far, I still plan and organize, so I think I'm okay. Depression and anxiety and paranoia and hallucinations are big signs of dementia. This is all from the Mayo Clinic website. The nerve cells in our brains begin to die when we get older, like late 80s, 90s. So they say to avoid heavy alcohol, if you have high blood pressure, to make sure it's under control, to be careful if you have diabetes, smoking, sleep apnea, when you snore and you frequently stop breathing, that kind of damages your brain cells. And then hormones, like my sister said. So those are my ideas on dementia, my take on it. So I hope this has helped you. I'll leave a link to Colleen's channel. She'll also be doing a video on things that have happened in her life. So she's such a good friend. And just comment below and let me know if you guys ever experience anything like this too, and your ideas on dementia and how we can avoid it and help each other. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.